Hello, welcome to another episode of Quarter Horse Customs. We have a unique project here for you today. As you see, we got a Mopar. One guy working, two people assisting. Today we got my buddy Jared Vent here. This is actually his car. And of course we have my lovely wife here to assist as well. Well, Jared, why don't we inform them of what we got going on here and what this is.
Hi, I'm Jared Vent. This is my 1970 Roadrunner. I guess kind of story behind it is it was my dad's car. He bought it back in 96, somewhere in there, before I was born. Anyhow, he passed away back in 07, and we had to sell this car to be able to pay for the funeral expenses. Well, I believe it was last year, the year before, family reached out to me and asked if I wanted to buy it back. So that's what I did. Of course, if you look at it, it's already been worked on. So the plans now are restore it, go through the engine, make sure it's going to be safe, fun, and safe.
And cheap.
And cheap. Don't forget cheap. Mopar things you wouldn't understand. Anyhow, so what's sporting it right now is a 383 with a 727 torque flight transmission. Don't know about the rear end because it's not the original anymore. And yeah, let's get started on it. So what we have here is a big block 383. There's nothing spectacular about it. It's a 70s block with 69 heads on it. Technically, in Mopar's term, it's a 10-to-1 compression ratio. They exaggerate it. It's actually 9.1-to-1 compression ratio. It's supposed to be 335 horse. About 315 on a good day. So yeah, we're going to take it out, go through it, freshen it up, maybe put a new gasket set in it, unless we stumble upon something else, and we might get a little excited with it. But for right now, we're just going to do bearings, gaskets,
Head stem intake.
If we find some major issues with it, it's not going to be a stock build anymore. It's going to have a little pizzazz to it. 408 stroker. Anyhow, so that's the story on this for right now.
Alright, here we are back with the Roadrunner. We're going to take it up on a lift. We're going to hook our peepers underneath and we're going to see where to start. Because we want to do this as easy as possible, as quick as possible, and as cheap as possible. So here we go.
Ready?
Yep. Well, from my expert, non-professional opinion, it looks like we have a motor, transmission, exhaust, a rear end, some anti-rust protection. It's starting to look like a car. Oh, wait. Of course it's going to look like a car. Didn't know how these Mopar guys did it. It looks like we got here a little bit of rubber. Someone must like doing the burnouts. Oh, yeah.
Where did that come in?
No idea. Doesn't look bad for a 1970s. It was taken pretty good care of. But can we just do a little bit to help get it a little bit better? Well, I'll bring you all down into here. You probably want to see too. Come on. Yep, there we go. There's our mow tray. Torque flight transmission. Some exhaust. Oh, long drive shaft all the way back to the rear end. We should comment down below what we should do with this. If y'all know somewhere that has a cheap but decent rear end we can get thrown in here for them, or someone who can rebuild it for them. We're all about keeping it on a budget. And, there's our one tire fire. Well, that's why we need to fix on that rear end. But it overall is not that bad at all. I think we can keep this on a real good budget for him. Well, let's figure out where we're going to start with next. Well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the drive shaft out, pull out the transmission, spill more training fluid all over the floor.
Remember, folks, you're not making a mess. You're not doing it right.
That's not how you do it. I mean, that's how it happens, but that's not how you want to do it. You know, I'm going to go ahead and go get you some electrical tape so we can wrap that yoke up so we don't have those needle bearings go all over the floor and have to do a universal joint that we don't want to do. That's an extra $8. A lot better now that we got the toolbox over here. You know, we ain't got to run next door for 352 times the project. We just got it over here now. You know, the most expensive electrical tape I could find at Harbor Freight, so basically the cheapest stuff. You want to pry bar that thing out, or do you think it's going to come out? I'll go grab a pry bar. Grab a little one for you. Oh, there we go. Made a mess.
New shop floor broke in.
We're just
Dang it, I'm going to
coating
all the way out. I was really banking on just, you know, loosen up the straps, get them out of the way, and
well, sometimes we gotta take that extra step.
godforsaken Mopar.
One thing I will say is nice about having a lift back is I love jack stands. I built most of my cars on jack stands, but there's places like up in this little hole right here, you're probably not going to see up on a jack stand. But I can get right up in there and see that it's still somehow not rusty. But you know, my Fox bodies from the 80s, they're. Why did I get a pry bar? See if we can make a bigger mess than me.
1, 2, 3. That might be.
Hello? Oh, hey, while we're here, let's go ahead and. When you're pulling your drive shafts out, always check your yokes for bad wear. If you got a really deep lip, you might want to replace on it, but this one feels absolutely fine.
Yep.
So.
We'll let this one ride. Let's set this where, we'll forget it.
If you want, you can go ahead and put it with the other ones I have behind the air compressor.
Yes, because I put the only Mopar drive shaft on the board ones. Okay.
Well, now you're dripping on the floor. God, get it over there! Oh my!
Remember, fellas, keep it up.
All right, next thing we're going to start on is taking out the boom tubes. That way we can get to transmission and shift linkages, starter, wires.
Here's the real question.
Do we unhook the battery?
Are these going to come out without breaking?
And
another real question. Am I going the right way? Yeah.
don't mind the daughter. She wants to play with the lights. That's normal.
Oh, please.
Easy. I'm going to go ahead and find the 5/16 and try on this side. 5/8. 5/8. Do you want to try the impact on it? You get it?
There we go.
That Menards WD and the 40 helping?
Yeah, it is.
Holy crap. Wow.
Yeah, it requires a little torque. A little bit of torque assistance.
Oh. Good news is the motor's coming out, so if we do break one, we can fix it. But let's not break it. Less breakage, cheaper this is.
Either it's breaking or it's actually coming loose.
This one, it's just in a bad spot. Maybe I'll get another extension. And of course, the wife wants to go straight for the power tools. She says, "Hey now, I was just grabbing an extension, fella." And that's why I was grabbing an extension.
Did it fall off or did it break loose?
See, I like having the guy whose car it is working on the cars because, you know, if he breaks a bolt, I don't feel so bad. Well, the plan is to eventually have rolly carts around here, since we do have a bigger shop, but sounds to me like that one's just spinning. Oh, there's a nut head on the top.
There is?
Yeah.
Well, that might be a problem.
Yep. Go ahead and try it. I'll tell you if it spins. If I start yelling, then... Yep. Okay, time to find a wrench.
Go with the ratchet first.
Oh, we're going to save on my hand?
Yeah.
This is a nice guy. You need to find guys like this. Oh, well, I put it away. This is why I don't put anything away. See, I put them away, and now you want them. I just can't win for losing. Go ahead.
Maybe step away. Step away from all flying objects.
You're fine. I'll hold it down this time. You want to try the Uggy Duggy? Oh, yeah, she's spinning right off.
Is it?
I can feel it starting to pick up. We'll try the Ugga Dugga. Dugga 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 Dugga.
Stay.
Well, I mean, it's wedged between that pipe there. Should be fine.
Why do I have tools and parts and tape and wrenches and everything else in my pocket?
Because I don't have my cart's dirty. I can go clean off my cart. That actually probably would make things easier.
Does it do anything?
Oh, yeah, it's popping the wrench off and then back on, making you think you're doing something. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's JB Weld on the manifold right here. It looks like
That's factory.
I have become the tool cart.
Nope. Maybe can we try maybe a socket end on there? And this is called the Face Breaker 3000.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Do we break it? If we broke it off, it'd be better. Hey, we broke it off. Broken is off, right?
Broken is off.
Broken is off. Good news is the top of that bolt held. Bad news is top of that bolt's now wedged inside of this socket, which is smashed. Well, the bolt's broken, but the spark plug is on top of the bolt. It was just hooked to the ratchet, so we can't get it out. Can I get this wire off, maybe? And I can't get my fat arm in there. Now I'm looking at it. Oh, okay. Now can we get it off? No.
Can we get the ratchet off the socket?
Doubtful. Very. No, because you got to have just as much room for the hex.
Gosh.
We'll come back to this ratchet when we get
the sparkulator out.
Yep. Yeah, this makes sense. To get the exhaust out, you got to go ahead and break the bolt, and you got to take the sparkulators out, so that way you can get the wrench off of the bolt, so you can finish taking the exhaust off. And why, you ask? Because Mopar. Technical difficulties?
Just a titch.
Hey, let me bring you guys in here for that. Do that again. Perfect. If your exhaust doesn't sound like that, then you're probably in better shape than we are.
They put the power steering box right where the wrench needs to go and locked it in place.
Mopar muscle, man. You just wouldn't understand.
Look at that.
Perfect. Well, while he's working on spark plugs, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm not just going to cut the exhaust.
Delete eyes on it.
Question. What's holding the exhaust?
Nothing.
All right, let's put something to...
Here. All right.
Oh, look at that. I have a helper. I'm not used to that. Please don't. This is my only blade. Start pulling that way a little bit. Whatever's in there, leave it in there. All right, ready for this side?
Let's get these out first. That way we can do this side exactly how we did this side.
Fine, if you want to do things the right way.
Well, you know, just make it easier on ourselves.
Well, why don't you have the bolts out yet?
Well, you know, because I'm a Mopar owner, I don't know how to turn wrenches.
Here, try this one.
That ratchet doesn't fit up in there because of how the manifold's designed.
Well, who the hell designed this shit?
Let's get this backside off. Maybe we'll just... I don't know. I ain't thought that far ahead yet.
What, cut it? Because you got a giant ass starter here big enough to fucking turn over the Titanic.
Well, you know. Somebody's got
Powered by the smallest wire in the entire car. That's...
the open, or the box end fits on there perfectly.
Well, let's see if it holds. Let's get on the right bolt then.
Yeah, turn it slowly so I can get my hand out of there. Okay, keep going. Oh, it's off the starter. That's a bad plan too.
Well, it'd be nice if we could replace on your starter to get like the
Dodge Dakota starters fit.
Yeah, the solenoid starter.
Alright, turn it.
Nope.
Yeah, it spun itself out. They're fun until they break.
Is the Mopar guy officially saying that small block Fords are easier?
Mopar is officially saying that small blocks in general are easier. Because how in the heck are you supposed to get on this?
See, I don't have this problem because my pipe's like down here. And mine come with studs.
Mine should have been frickin' studs. We got it.
You barely got it. You got that because it got stuck. Not because it fits. Because it got stuck.
Same difference.
You'll see that? Not because it fit. It's because it got stuck.
But off is off.
I'm never getting a Mopar. Now I say that I'm going to have another Dodge. Probably next week. Let's not. No. You know,
they're fun till they break.
Yeah, I'm realizing that you thought that one was hard. If this next one gets stuck,
it's really going to suck.
Oh, fuck yeah, it is, dude.
Negatory.
Well, thanks to Mopar.
Can't do that either.
That and that is right in the way. So that's not gonna happen. Fear not, we have one more solution.
No, we can't turn it into a liquid.
We can turn it into powder.
Could do that. Could we just run that straight up?
I will get the air hose.
1970s. Those sure were the good years.
Now, JD, you do know how to use this tool, right? You know you got to give it the good old pull start, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, prime it. There you go. There you go. There. Safety.
What about up here?
It's fine.
Okay.
I'll catch it.
Okay.
Or it'll hurt. Oh, great. Now we're just spinning it. You're going to have to grind the other half of that off.
Looks like it.
You broke your gasket.
Oh, there goes $10.
Oh.
So much for a budget.
That actually is probably a $100 gasket in Mopar terms.
Probably.
Damn it. Hey. Hey! Where'd it go? Well, lesson to y'all. All y'all gotta do to your nuts to get them off is, you know, completely mutilate the damn thing. It's really not that hard. I mean, for you guys, this whole process is probably gonna take like
10 seconds.
Yeah, 2 minutes. And well, we started an hour ago on this side. That's going on the wall of mayhem.
Yep.
Now that we've, you know, spent 2 hours doing exhaust, we're gonna go ahead and start pulling on the transmission.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and get the catch pan. At least a tray.
Should like just undo it here and take the bushing back out. And this should all.
Okay, this just stays on the transmission?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to undo this and actually get it out of the way? Once you put that pin back in, it's going to be wedged.
I'm sure once we take this mount out, we can just shut the transmission over.
Hey, we should probably pull the rat out.
Right now?
As soon as we pull that, it's going to rely on these mounts, which I'm almost guaranteeing are shot. Which is then going to take this radiator fan that is also really fucking close to the radiator and probably heavily insert it into the radiator.
Alright, let's crack these lines up.
5/8 back here.
Yeah, that's going to be a 5/8 up here too.
I got a stubby one. There should be big ones up there. What we took out was like a black strawberry or a black cherry flavor, and this is like a strawberry syrup. I wonder if you got a clogged filter and it's not actually pumping through the radiator.
Very well could be good, or touch the pan off.
See, this looks like, you know, dark cherry flavor. Let's go ahead and finish getting these lines out. Can we? Let's. Who in the? Why? Just why? Well, we're gonna go to put these back in, and they're gonna be like, hang on. There you go. Try that. What?
There's a tripod there.
Yeah. Spin it up a little bit. Spin it. Oh, there you go. Hey. All right, let's bring her back down. Do everything we should have done that we didn't do because well,
Yeah, we're gonna do. Because
Hey, did you know this fender and this door don't match?
If you look on the other side, the door and the fender doesn't match either. But if you look at the other side and then look at the fender, they match. That'll be low enough.
How many are in here? 4?
2.
Oh, that's
Convenient.
Can we try to get it out and put it on its back so we can not drain more fluid? Why is that such a tight fit? Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling these mounts here. The assault ratchet, just in case something wants to be stuck.
Oh, there's transmission mount. Really, that's it. Small part. Let's get everything up and out. Let's get to the other ones.
Now you just gotta get the cross member out. Technology.
The only time that we gotta be concerned while this magnet's on here, I take this off and we pull the magnet if metal comes with it.
Let's just not. Just call it a day. You can't be mad if you don't know what's there.
Rust is what you want.
It's a 15 millimeter. So that belongs. Yeah. No. Yes. No. No. It doesn't. Not even close. They used the Sage back then. Watch yourself.
Okay, let's
Do what?
yeah, get this side out.
Anywho's looking at this. Yep, that would have went right through the. Yeah. Probably 10. I guess I could be productive here. I don't know. That's a long shot. I'm going to go ahead and start finding out what size the bell housing bolts are. And then we're going to lower the car back down before we even try taking this beastly transmission out. As you know, back in the day, you guys built them right. Now for bell housing bolts, I like to use my extendable extension. So I get all the way up there from all the way back here. That was concerningly loose. Hey, this thing's bent. You see my extension? Well, damn it. Who used my extension as a pry bar? That one was really loose. I'm just loosening them. I'm not taking them out. I'm just making sure they're all going to break free. Because if I have one that doesn't break free, there's no point. We might as well just take the whole motor out. with the trans. That way we can just take this off, hopefully put it on. We can even put it on that rolly cart right there like I did with the Chevy. Get it out, and then we can take the motor out, put it right on the stand. I used this cart to take the Chevy transmission out. Remember that little video I sent you? Oh, I mean, of course. Why would they be the same size? Why? Why? Mopar.
There has a socket up here.
I don't know. It might be back in the drawer.
Well,
that was concerningly loose. There. You got the starter out.
oh. There's big ass starters, Mopar things they had to have.
Hey, back in the day, that was probably the best starter.
Probably was. Still freaking sound like a whale dying though.
Well, I got most torque converter bolts out. I think I got all of them, but we're going to spin it around just in case. Hey, now I'm looking at it. You would have caught right there.
Yeah, I would have.
All right, JD, I'm going to spin the block around. Make sure we got all the torque converter bolts out of the torque flight.
Okay.
I'm going to say the fact that the flywheel's spinning independently from the torque converter, that they're all out.
The only time you gotta get worried about that is after.
All right, what do you say? Transmission lines are off, throttle linkages are off. All I got to do is we'll take the front ones out, top ones out. We'll lower the car down, then we'll take out the side two onto the cart, and should slide it right off.
All right. I don't know what you got going on, but I'm taking your word for it.
Well, while we're pulling this out, so he's been contemplating, do we want to put a T5, TKX, rebuild on this torque flight, just have it gone through, make sure everything's good? If you guys were doing it, what would you do here? Or this is a crucial point. Put it down in the comments. Let him know what your thoughts is, what you've done, what you would like to see. Probably not going to do something extravagant like a 4x4 transmission or anything like that, but something that's reasonable.
I think my transmission housing's got a crack in it.
And if this is a crack, then somebody let us know what kind of transmission you want us to swap into this thing.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and get this out of here on the cart and see what condition we're in. Here we go. All right. My side's out. And then we'll just be able to lift the car right up off of it. Come down, make sure there's nothing on the back of the motor that we're going to test with the tensile strength tester. Because I guarantee you, it will win. All right, I'd say we're off.
I'd say we're off there.
All right, you want to stay down here and keep an eye out?
Yeah, wherever the bolt was.
Oh, there you go, fellas. One torque flight transmission, right? Torque flight?
Torque flight,
Yep.
727.
Well, let's get it out. How was that for a transmission pull?
That was easy.
I'm going to say you definitely have a rear main seal leak. We're going to go ahead and loosen up on the motor mounts. We're not going to take them all the way out, but can we get them loose enough to... That way we don't have to fiddle with them as much when we're up top. We already got the fuel line disconnected, covered in gas.
Later details.
Oil pump PSI sensors disconnected. Man, this thing's really oily back in here. Rear main seal is definitely on the list. I'm going to say 5/8.
I'm going to say 5/8.
You can't copy my answer. Hey, guess what? 5/8. You are you able to get from the front?
I can get this one from the front. I can see this one to save my behind.
Oh, they're welded nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Ugh. The amount of movement that was in that motor mount when it loosened.
Yeah, that motor mount will collapse.
You know, the lift's not needed, but man, has been nice.
This has been one of the nicer engine pulls done. Transmission pull, drive shaft pull. Exhaust pull would have been great if, we didn't live in Ohio.
Yeah, yeah.
No, this has not been an Ohio car his whole life. He started life out in Texas and went to Virginia Beach. And Virginia Beach is where my dad bought it. It has been here since. Has it ever been driven out in the rain or snow or anything? Nope. Has it actually ever seen daylight until I got it? Not really.
I mean, one of the nice things about it, though, is we're getting the opportunity to live again and live free and have many more memories and adventures with it.
Mm-hmm. That is definitely the plans.
And can we do it on a budget? So I know he already has a color made up in his mind. But let's hear from you guys. If this was your car, what color would you have it painted? I told him I'm digging the black. That black just really, big black wheels with a little bit of chrome accents. Blacked out car with a little bit of chrome here and there. I think that just. But if it was yours, what color would you go with? Let me know down in the comments. Well, here we go. Wow, she's leaning back. Almost like there's nothing supporting it on the back. Oh, yeah. Well, all we should have left to unhook is the PS pump. Double check that our wiring's out of the way, get the throttle linkage out of here. Any smog stuff, but I don't think we have any issues with that. It should pretty much be all gone. Heater lines are already off. Radiator's already out. We're right around the corner getting this thing out. Then, next video is going to have the fun stuff.
Yep. Fun little fact. This bolt down here for the adjuster in the belt, it's actually a water pump bolt. Ask me how I found out.
There's no extra ground cables in here, do we need to worry about, are there?
Got it.
I mean, if there are, we'll just test it with the tensile checker. You want to pull the battery tray out, or you think it'll be fine?
Battery tray should be alright.
I forgot, you have some weird shaped exhaust. Mine usually come outward. Oh, you're just taking the whole PS pump off.
Yeah.
He says, I ain't leaking the fluid. I'm just going to undo it all. Also, we are in bad need of a water pump pulley and possibly a fan for a 1970 Roadrunner with a big block. If any of you have one and are wanting to sell it, go ahead and shoot me an email at quarterhorsecustoms@gmail.com. I will get the message to him, and we'll see about getting a proper pulley on here, because the one we're running is not the right size. We've been having nothing but issues getting his water pump pulley to actually respond because we can't get the proper size belt. So if you happen to have one, let me know, or put it down in the comments a way to get a hold of you. We're definitely looking for one.
That will be a big, big help. Okay. Oh yeah, what am I thinking? It's a big block. Oh no. Minor details. There we go.
Throttle linkage?
Yeah, that's actually a real simple fix.
How will you handle that?
I need a half-inch.
We should have one out, don't we?
I put everything back away. You know, we're trying to be professional about this. Question mark.
Half-inch? I'll go ahead and get the cherry picker over here. We'll get the load level figured out so we can get this out as nicely as possible.
Preferably.
Good.
Oh, you ding dong, it's 7/16. Ain't it funny that when you desperately need a tool, you can never find where it's at, but when you don't need a tool at all, it's in front of your face. Anybody else have that problem? Just me? No. Okay. Oh, shoot.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get this carburetor off here. And then I should probably undo this fuel line.
Hey, that's probably a good plan.
That way we can use my good old lift plate that we used on the 387, because that thing just worked a heck of a lot better than trying to find bolts to screw into the heads and this and that jibbery jew. I think my partner has lost his mind. Gas everywhere.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, ready for gas to be everywhere.
Well, she holds a good prime. Let me find a bolt to shove in that. 21/64. Too loose. Try tightened up. The least amount of leaks, the better. You know?
What? It's not like it's flammable.
No.
It's not like you just put up a shop just for doing this stuff.
The shop was a wee bit more expensive than originally planned. But we got it done. That one's on the floor.
Yeah, I think they're all going to go to the floor.
Actually, that one stayed on the intake. Oh, yeah, that washer's down there. I don't know what that goes to, but it can't go to the block. I now see why there's multiple holes on this thing. One washer's there, and one washer went down this hole right here. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Just
an exhaust heater. Literally what it is, it takes the heat from the exhaust, runs into the intake to help warm up faster. Yeah. Chevrolet did it, Mopar did it. Ford, I don't know.
Chevrolet and Ford have crossover tubes in the heads that heat up the base of the intake. And they really suck.
Oldsmobile also did that.
In terms of performance, they really suck because, well, I mean, when you're building like a race car, because you don't want that heating up your air. The carburetors actually help cool the air the way they atomize the fuel. All right, let's go ahead and grab on this thing and see what all we forgot to loosen up. There, now we're not even on it. That throttle cable gonna hook up there? Power steering pump's out of the way. All right. I'm gonna go check this wiring. I'm kind of holding the cherry picker back from rolling forward. Hooking?
This thing is just on its own.
Sweet. Now, any chance the hood goes up anymore?
Yep.
Okay.
That's why I was wondering if we was going to have to.
Well, if this wasn't on here, we'd have a few more inches.
Let's take it up real quick.
Again, if anybody out there has a water pump pulley for a big block,
much deeper than that one.
needs to be deeper so it gets onto the further grooves. So this cone needs to be out here more. For a big block Mopar, please send me an email at quarterhorsecustoms@gmail.com or put down in the comments a good way to get a hold of you. He is looking for one, and it's pretty hard to find. Pull back. Right there. See, you got to hold it because every time you let go, it rolls forward. Pull back a little more. Guess what we're doing?
Holding the hood. Gosh dang it.
The beauty of this car is actually the whole car. They're really nice cars. I just, with how often I'm doing engine stuff to them, I couldn't afford a Mopar. I'm sure there are people out there who say that they're not that bad, they're cheap, but for the budget we got and how many cars we're running, Mopars are a little out of the way. And they're hard to find around here in even remotely solid shape. Where are we putting it?
What are we going to do with the light?
Oh, don't scratch your car. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Can we get this thing out now?
That's the pencil scrape.
Actually, no. We actually did pretty well. And my socket radiator plug is actually doing pretty good. I think we're up.
Yep.
Burn her out. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
We have now pulled a 383 out of a 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner.
All right, well, that's going to be a wrap for this episode of Quarter Horse Customs. Motor's out, transmission's out. We're going to go ahead and get this on the stand ready for the next video when we figure out what are we doing with it? Oh yeah, we're gonna look at it on the inside. So thank you guys for tuning in with us. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Remember, the way the YouTube algorithm works, if you don't do that stuff, it doesn't even care about the views it gets because people aren't interacting with it. So when you interact with it, it helps us out. And the more help you guys give by doing that, the more we can do with things like this. You know, maybe we can buy him a water pump pulley one day.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, thank you very much. You guys have a good one.
Later.